Guys, time to continue. Today might be a little bit shorter because I have to leave at 9 to go do something. So let's just begin. Shoji, you heard the announcement this morning, right? About the festival? Yes, that one. If you're working alone, it's a really big project to finish in a week. On top of schoolwork, I was wondering if you wanted to lend a hand. Not to worry though, I already started preparing the materials since I knew it was coming up. Of course you did. So, I just need some help putting the actual booth together. There are actually prizes for the best exhibit, but really, I just want to make an impression. A good exhibit reflects well on the class, even if it is a school-wide event. The competition never really stops. Unfortunately, you will be right in that assessment. So, in the interest of our class, I'd really appreciate your help. No surprise there either. You'll help me, won't you? Oh, we better hurry and get to the gym. Don't you know what we're doing here today? I'll make you copies of our festival materials afterward. Wait, I didn't even get to agree. So why is Leia just standing there? Oh well, it's not like I have anything better to do than help Hoshi. Hey Shoji! Ah, what are you doing here? Just finished changing. Barely. That could have been bad. Listen, I'm glad I caught you. I wanted to ask you something. You know about the festival coming up, right? We get to pick what we make an exhibit on. And if you weren't already planning on doing anything, I thought we could make one about track and field. It's fitting since we both are on the team, right? I think it would be really cool. If we do it well enough, it might show up all the other sports who think they're better than us. Just because we don't use a ball doesn't mean we're not as good at sports. Maybe I'm just bitter. Still, I'd love to hear any ideas you have the dad for it. We'd better go though. I don't want to end up doing gym in my underwear. See you out there. Wait, I'm supposed to help them both? Why does everyone just assume I'm going to agree? Oh man, what do I do? Oh no, I'm going to be late for gym. Well, later than normal. After both Selena and Hoshi asked me to help with their projects, they didn't mention it again. But now, I just woke up to 2 messages on my phone. They both want to meet me after class today to help. I don't want to have to favor either one of them, but what choice do I have? So who do I help? Well, she did ask me first. She's already has a lot of responsibilities being class rep. I should help her. Thank you for agreeing to help me with this. I decided to focus on an academic topic, but I also wanted something that's going to attract people's attention. So I'm documenting the difference in nonverbal communication between men and women. I think it'll work well because I can approach it from an educational standpoint, but have lots of visuals. We can use body language examples from popular boy band singers, though I don't know too much about those. We could also have a poster called What He's Trying to Tell You.
I love you. Also, I'm a guy, not a girl.
That should be really popular with the girls, and if it's academically based, the teacher should approve. Widest topic of all things. If she inspects my body language too hard, she might just find me out. I never even thought about something like that. Is it really all that different between genders? That can certainly be part of the hypothesis. From what general knowledge I have about the subject, yes, but I haven't actually studied it. Will you help me research it? I've already agreed, so I guess I don't have a choice. Sure, I'm not sure where to start. If we have time, it would be good to conduct some of our own research. For now, though, let's just head to the library. I'm sure we can find credible articles that have been published. Can't we just use a search engine? Of course not. We need an academic article, not a top 10 list from some random blog. Wonder if everyone else is putting this much effort into it. Probably not. Well, school is talking about the upcoming festival. It's a nice change of pace from worrying about the tests and exams. But there's still something I can't stop worrying about. The fact that both Selena and Hoshi expect me to help them today. I'm only having to choose between them, but their projects are too different. I'd be useless if I tried to help them both at the same time. We'd never get anything done. So who should I help today? I'm really glad you showed up. Can you do me a favor? Can you look at these pictures and tell me what you think the people are feeling? The faces have been blurred out, so you can't see the expression at all. You have to tell strictly from their posture. Since I'm doing a study of body language, I'm making this into a game of sorts. I'll be informational, but fun too. People can see how good they are at reading body language. Sure, I can look over these. Also, make sure to note the difference between male and female body language. Male does this with their middle finger, where they'll stick out the thumb, and girls just stick up the middle finger. That's a hypothesis of the whole exhibit, so we need to include it in all aspects of the booth. This doesn't seem too hard. Then we need to make copies of these pictures for everyone in the school, just in case. That's a lot of copies. Now that it's the middle of the week, the projects are all over the place. Some of the girls who are procrastinating are in a panic now. But they're the ones who need extra points the most. Tension is pretty high. I hope I shouldn't sleep. It's an enigma there about doing the game. Now that I think about it, I haven't told either of them I was going to help today. Who should I help today? God damn it! I like Hoshi better! It's hard to believe it's Wednesday already. I stayed up so late doing homework last night, I can barely concentrate. On a positive note, however, I have most of the exhibit's research complete. Can you help me glue these pictures into the poster board?
Sure, no problem.
Why'd you get such a deep voice suddenly?
I don't know, I think my balls dropped. I mean, I'm a girl.
So, which one do you think is cutest? What? Which of these boys? To attract people to my body language exhibit, I need celebrities from popular boy bands. Which do you think is cutest? Their faces are blurred out. But you know what they look like, don't you? From their bodies? Isn't that a little creepy if you do? I don't really follow that kind of thing. I don't have much of an opinion, really. Really? Neither do I. But I know a lot of other girls talk about it a lot. I thought maybe you did too. No, not really. Shoji, you've glued your hand to the poster.
What?
For the last day of the work on exhibit, and I heard rumors that some girls are not getting any sleep because they work through the night. Hope Nita Hoshi is going to have to do that. To actually set up the exhibit today and make sure everything is alright. That'll probably take a lot of time though. I won't be able to help both of them. Oh my fucking god! Hoshi! No question! Shoji, I'm relieved you came. Yes. Setting up this body language exhibit is difficult. Can you give me a hand? These posters need to go on the screen behind us, and we're going to need a table out front here for the papers. I also made a little booklets for how to read a guy's body language. Do you like them? You mean you made a little guides for people to figure out that I'm actually a boy? What a nice idea. It must have taken you a while. Not really. I just made one. And then the rest was copy and stapling. They're not very large. Thank you for helping me. This would be a huge project otherwise. I do want everything to look good. Don't worry about it. Besides, you were so prepared. It's not like you really need to rush. That's true. I feel bad for some of the girls who got a slow start, but I guess that's their own fault. So you don't want to make an exhibit yourself? No, that seems like a lot of work, and I would rather just help out. I don't need the points anyway, and you have to put something together as the class representative. It's only right to help you. Very kind, Shoji. When we're done, I think this will look great. Festival really liven things up around here. It's nice to see the results, especially after how hard everyone worked. There are so many stalls about different things. Some of the girls do have interesting hobbies and crafts, but there's really not much here. I'd want to buy. Fans and flower crowns aren't really my style, even in my girl persona. Though I'm not going to turn down cotton candy. A guy can have a sweet tooth after all. Yeah, I know. I'm a sucker for chocolate. Maybe I'll grab some after I visit Selena and Hoshi, though. Wow, her stall looks busier than I expected. Now that Now, what do you think this body language is saying about her? She's definitely into her. How do you know that? Well, I don't know exactly. You might realize why you think that if you look through the book, it lists some subconscious cues that we pick up on. Oh, hold on, let me check it out. She's really teaching them how to read body language. I'd better stand like some of the girls around here. Okay, so he's leaning slightly towards her rather than away. Sup, girl? And his feet are actually pointed in her direction. That means he isn't subconsciously thinking about leading the conversation. Plus, his hands are tucked in his pockets, leaving his chest open. If he was closed off to the conversation, he'd cross his arms instead. Excellent, that's completely right. Here's a picture with his face not blurred out. See? Now it's much easier to tell that he's interested in her. He's looking down at her chest and thinking, damn, she got teeth. But you can tell that, or maybe even more, without seeing his face as well. Isn't that a little too antitypical? And Shoji here is very perplexed about something, but we don't need to see her body language to know that. Sorry, I was just thinking. How's it going? Your booth looks pretty popular. It is. Once word got around that there was a stall for figuring out what guys are thinking, I'm sure you can imagine. Why couldn't she have made a stall about what girls are thinking? I'm glad it turned out so well. Has our teacher been by yet? Yes, all of the teachers came around to look at the stalls before the festival was open to anyone else. They seemed pleased with my materials and presentation. That's good to hear. It looks like you're going to be busy for a while, so I'm going to go look at some of the other stalls. Just as I predicted. After all, your feet were turned the other way. That's a little scary, you know. Sorry, I'll try not to overanalyze you if you're not comfortable with it. I mean, it's not like I have any reason for you not to analyze me. It's just, Oh, it looks like Selena is at her stall. I should probably go say hi. Oh, sure, Shoji. That's fine. Enjoy the festival. There aren't many people at Selena's booth, but this must all be sports enthusiastic. Here's one of our very own track stars now. Why didn't we put your face up there on the college, Shoji? Not that good. Not even better than you. Isn't she modest? It's not modesty. I've literally never beaten her. Anyway, why don't you volunteer to demonstrate the ideal running pose for them? That's not how volunteering works. What does she mean by ideal running pose anyway? She didn't prepare me for this. I just run in whatever way feels natural. I always run like this. See? Incorrect form can lead to injury or slow you down, which is one of many reasons why track is such a difficult competitive sport. Is she trying to convince them that track is harder than their sports? I can't say I'm surprised. Selena's usually competitive whenever she can be. Something is outside my window. Never mind. But she doesn't seem to take winning or losing too seriously, so I guess she just likes the thrill. I'm surprised she hasn't called me out on ditching. So how are you enjoying the festival, Shoji? This is your first one with our school, so I guess you're kind of like a freshman in that way. You can't still be impressed by this kind of thing. If it's your fourth time around, it kind of loses its charm. I think it's really interesting. You can tell that everyone worked hard on it, and that some people are sleeping because of it. They're lazy. Yeah, I heard the teachers went around this morning and took down some booths that weren't any good. They can do that. Anyway, this one got good remarks, since there's so much informational research. It also helps get some more of the underclassmen interest in trying out for a track next year. Seems like you rehearsed that pretty well. I'd like to cover all the bases, but it is actually true, you know. Miss Rowan's pretty desperate to find someone to replace us once we graduate. Unless you manage to beat me, though. I think my track record is pretty safe where it stands. Well, I haven't caught up yet. No, but maybe you will. It's still pretty early in the year. I'm glad you stopped by. I'll see you this afternoon, once it starts getting dark. What? Why? The fireworks display, obviously. Didn't you hear about it? No, I must have missed it. How? It's the coolest part of the whole stupid festival. Every year, the teachers get together and set off fireworks in sports fields. Then the whole school goes out to watch. Last year, one of our teachers lost her eyebrows. Awesome. That sounds safe. It's a great time. We hated that teacher. Fuck that person. In fact, it's the only part of the festival that's never boring. It's what everyone looks forward to after all the work they do on their booth. You're going to go, right? Yeah, I definitely will. Great, then I'll have someone to sit with. I mean, if you're okay with that. Sure, that's fine. Okay, see you there, Shoji. Shoji, I got so caught up in the exhibit I forgot to ask you if you're coming to watch the fireworks, which I suppose you are, seeing as you're here, huh? A bit silly of me to ask now, I suppose. Yeah, I didn't want to miss them. It looks like most of the school's here, too. Hey, Shoji. Hi, Hoshi. Came to watch the fireworks, too? Yes, I didn't get to see much of the festival today, since I mostly stayed at my booth. But I definitely didn't want to miss the fireworks. I feel. By the time I started wandering around, some people were already packing up their things. We should find a place to sit. This way. I got here early and scoped out a good spot. This is actually a nice place to watch fireworks from. In a tree! We're not too crowded by other people. Let me sit on your lap, Shoji. What? Why? Aw, don't be spoil sport. I just wanted to sit with you. Why don't you sit next to me? I think I would be able to see very well. Well, let's test it. Please don't sit on my lap. Boner, Hoshi, help me. I think you can probably see fine, can't you? Given the trajectory of the fireworks, there's really no way her head would be in your way. Whose side are you on? Oh, fine. I just wanted to get some fun rumors going. I'm sorry to spoil your fun. The sun's almost set anyways. It should be starting soon. They really are pretty. A little loud, though. My favorite part about fireworks is the sound they make. But I think it scares Hoshi. She jumps every time one goes off. And she was holding into my sleeve a minute ago. Cinder just cheers every chance she gets. Yeah, look at that one! It can blow up a moon! We should have brought sparklers. Then that would have given us something to do between fireworks. I don't know if I trust you with sparklers. Probably wise. Here's the next one anyway. Our teacher kind of runs like a duck. I really didn't expect you to say something like that. It's just an observation. What happened? Nothing happened that time. Must have been a dud. Wow, that was awesome! Best firework yet! What are you saying? Nothing even happened. My God! She managed to start a whole round of applause for a dud. She really is enthusiastic, isn't she? I think it's mixed between that and completely sarcastic, but I'm never sure which it is. Which is which. Must be starting to wind down now. Lost track of time. I didn't even know where we started laying down to watch them. Well, I'd better go clean up my stall. Oh, that's right. I need to do that too. I'll come with you. Have a good night, Shoji. Bye. Later. I think my eye is twitching. Things like this just keep happening. I don't know if things are getting more normal or if I'm getting more crazy. Pretending to be a girl isn't half bad, really. Not when it gives me friends like those. Still, I can't help but wonder what they would do if they found out. They'd probably think I was some kind of pervert. Would we still be friends then? Could we ever be more? Or are our relationships like these fireworks, bright and blazing one moment, and then completely... oh, wow. And then dark and silent the next. Kinda like after sex. Because then we're both really tired, and then we fall asleep. Fireworks really were nice. It's odd to think that we won't be going back to school on Monday. I've been so focused on school and maintaining my cover as a girl that I don't even think about break. From what I've heard, the majority of the girls leave to see their families. Makes sense. But I can't really go out and see mine, so I'm stuck here. It's not so bad though. I bet I'd be able to travel around town a little. Might even get to wear some of my own clothes. Actually, boy clothes, that is. Still, a week seems like a pretty long time. Isn't it a little late for visitors? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God, she didn't even get dressed. Your lights were still on. I hope you were awake. I was, don't worry. Did you want to come in? Am I interrupting something? No, I was just masturbating. I mean, I'm a girl. I can masturbate too. No, not not all. No, not all. Really, come in. Thank you. So did you enjoy the festival? The festival? Is that what you came to talk about? It was pretty good, yeah. There was so much to see. I think everyone worked really hard. I'm glad you like it here. I might be wrong, but I think you're liking it at this school. Of course I am. Did you want to talk about if I like it here or not? Oh no, actually I was going to ask you about what you were doing this week. Over the break, I mean. Oh, I'm not actually doing anything. My parents are traveling, so I'm sort of stuck here over the break. Why do you ask? Well, I was wondering, well, would you like to stay with me over the break? My family is going to be gone, you see, so I won't be at the house so I would be at the house by myself. It's close by. We can keep studying there together too. Do you think it's a good idea? Sure, it sounds like a great idea. Really? I'm glad you think so. I'm looking forward to this break a lot more now. With my family out of town too, I was worried I'd end up spending it alone. Why is your family out of town? Oh, my older brother has a break from school the same week. She's studying abroad and they're flying out to see him. Since we live so close, I see them fairly often. So it's not really an issue. It's just a bit of inconvenient timing. It makes sense. Don't worry. I would have been spending the break alone too. I'm glad you asked. I'll come by in the morning to get you. Make sure you packed enough clothes. Have a good night, Shoji. See you tomorrow. Well, so much for normal clothes. All ready to go? The fuck? Let's see what you've packed. Hey, don't go through my stuff. I have a lot of boy clothes in there. Well, I've already closed everything up, but I'm sure I have enough since it's gotten me through a week here. I usually wear uniforms. Well, it doesn't matter. If you should run out of clothes, we can always purchase more. It might be fun to go shopping sometimes. If you have everything ready, we can go ahead and leave. I went ahead and packed last night. Probably should have done that. I was half asleep this morning. But I don't have much to begin with, so I'm sure I didn't miss anything. Alright, say goodbye to your dorm for now. Probably won't even be gone long enough to miss it. Yeah, I missed my bed already! Oh, she doesn't live that far away, but it still took a while to get there. Her house is nice, though. It would get lonely being here by yourself for several days. This used to be my brother's bedroom, but he's at a boarding school now, too. So my parents converted it into a guest bedroom. Do you mind sleeping in here? No, it looks great. Okay then. I'll let you unpack and get settled in. I should probably keep most of my boy clothes in the suitcase. Maybe she won't notice too much that way. After unpacking and having takeout with Hoshi, it was nice just to settle in and relax. Tomorrow, shopping is on the agenda, so we can stock up on some food. We can pick out some more clothes while I'm out. But after that, I'm not sure what we're planning on doing for the rest of the week. Well, it's Hoshi, so I do know that we're going to be studying. I don't have a problem with that. We've already reached the first break in the semester. I mean, oh my god, it's past